Uh, Hello, everybody. I welcome Mr. Sahil Mathur and Ms. Sheetal Sinde. It is indeed a pleasure to welcome you here and to share your. It is our pleasure to have you on board to share your experience and your insights about how you secured All India Rank 5 and All India Rank 52 in CLAT PG 2020. Mr. Sahil Mathur has secured All India Rank 5 and Ms. Sheetal has secured All India Rank 52. It is indeed again we feel overwhelmed that we as at Lex Templum has been fortunate enough to be part of your journey in securing this great positions in CLAT PG 2020. So there are some set of general questions which I'll be putting forward and then you can answer the same. First of all, Sahil, my first question is to you that how do you feel after securing All India Rank 5 in CLAT PG 2020?
Ma'am, actually, I feel really good. Back in 2015, when I was preparing for CLAT UG, I was not able to secure a good rank because things didn't go as planned. So this year, I was very stuck upon performing well, and I worked really hard. And because it used to get postponed again and again, and we kept on working, we kept on studying. So after when I was expecting the results, I was expecting within 50 rank, but when I saw a single digit rank, I was overwhelmed and I felt really good. And all the confidence that I lost in 2015 because of my bad rank, it came back to me. It is kind of a closure for me that I was able to perform very well. And I'm feeling really good because of that.
Indeed, Sahil. So, Sheetal, how do you feel after securing such a good rank in CLAT PG 2020?
I really feel good. First of all, I thank Lex Templum team to have invited me over here. The class being dragged on too long, and thanks to COVID, and we saw a lot of twists and turns. So, any discussions on the strategy of preparation will not be justified if we don't see it through these twists and turns and surprises. So, yes, I do feel really good after securing this rank.
Okay. So, Sheetal, what was your mantra of success in securing this particular rank in CLAT PG?
First, hard work coupled with patience and revision will definitely, give you a success. That's my mantra.
Sahil, what is your mantra of success?
Ma'am, my mantra is consistency and discipline. So you always gotta be consistent and disciplined for whatever you do, and you should always have a plan. If you have a plan, and it should be a balanced plan. You should not cut down other things. You should not cut down on entertainment or your physical health just to study. But when it is time to study, you have to stick to the plan and you have to stay consistent. There cannot be an off day. You have to follow your plan, and that is my mantra, to always be consistent about everything that you do.
Okay, great. So everybody knows that this year CLAT has seen so much twist and turns as already stated by Sheetal. So what was the strategy, Sahil, you adopted while preparing for the exam?
Yes, ma'am. For that, I have made few pointers. Actually, a lot of people have been asking me that what were your strategy for preparation. So I have 6 pointers. First is basics. You should always be strong with your basics of the fundamentals of the law, and that is built throughout your journey in the law school, or the 5-year journey or 3-year journey. You should always be clear with your basics. Secondly, you should have a plan. You should have a plan about what you want to study and how much time you have to dedicate to each subject, or how much time you have to dedicate to studies. Next is consistency, as I already talked about, that you have to follow that plan religiously. No matter what happens, no matter if the sky falls down, you have to stick to your plan. And last is discussion. Uh, this is something that not a lot of people believe in, but I believe in that there shall be a discussion between among your friends. And I used to discuss a lot with my friend Sheetal and my friend Utkarsh, who has also secured a very good rank. And because of that consistent discussion, I was able to retain a lot of things, and I was able to gain their knowledge as well. Lastly, there is revision. You have to revise twice or thrice. Without revision, you will forget everything, and revision is a key to cracking every exam. And lastly, mock tests. Mock tests are very important. You should always keep on checking your performance by giving constant mock tests. As many mock tests as you can give, you should go for it. That are the 6 pointers that I wanted to say.
Thank you, Sahil. I hope these 6 pointers will become a mantra for every student who is going to write this in future. So, Sheetal, what was your strategy while you were preparing for the exam?
I basically follow two strategies. One is the broader strategy, and another one is the final strategy. In broad strategy, I have few 5 to 6 points. The best strategy that one can have is flexibility. And today, you are practicing subjective writing, and out of the blue, Mr. Faizan Mustafa sir will appear and say CLAT will be, online based. And when you brace yourself for the online objective test, again he will appear and he will say CLAT pattern is changed. It will have excerpts from a judgment and questions from the paragraph. Or when you start reading judgment, suddenly the sample paper shows paragraph from jurisprudence. And while you are settled for the exam, again it gets postponed for the nth time, and out of nowhere NLAT comes. Then once you have given the exam and done reasonably well in NLAT, the Supreme Court washes it. And too much twist for an examination. So the key is, flexibility. You should be able to shift gears instantly. Second one is like once you're flexible, next goal is your adaptability. You should be adaptable to all the circumstances. When question becomes judgment based, you should be adaptable enough to read from internet, watch videos of Mr. Mustafa sir, then read his columns. Then third is revision. It is a must. You must revise even if you're supposed to read, Ayodhya judgment, which is 1100 pages. You have to revise it twice over. Then, third thing is cooperative study, for which I, selected my friend Sahil to go about it. And it is really a good tool. It will lessen your burden, and it will keep you motivated. But for cooperative study, you must choose the partner judiciously. Then a good teacher, guide, coach is again a must. And I must thank Mohit sir for guiding us through this journey. And as my friend said, mock tests, they are really a must, because Lex Templin's mock tests are, they were really very close to the actual CLAT examination. And the last few things that I already mentioned, final points, in that, one should have the basics clear, as my friend said, and a clear understanding of the basics, which will help you while reading the judgments. And one should subscribe to the blogs like Live Law, Bar and Bench, SC Online. Then, for me, all important judgment they should be downloaded, and you should read it. You should read it every line. Like, and now next question: how to identify an important judgment? So we both, me and Sahil, we actually made a plan based upon important judgment. That any judgment by a constitutional bench is important. Any judgment which has reversed an earlier judgment is again an important. Any judgment, which has brought in new concepts like right to privacy are important. Then any judgment on reservation, religion, Article 21, they are also important. And yes, dissent opinions, they are important. But this time, the exam has showed us that concurrent opinions are also important, because in Shaida Panu case, they have asked the concurrent opinions of all of the 5 judges. And for landmark cases, it is not necessary to read it line by line, but you can have a good book on the summaries and you can read it from there. Then read all the blogs and posts of Mr. Faizan Mustafa sir. And I believe one should not read case summaries. Make your own summaries and then read it. And if you're doing a cooperative study, then divide the work equally. And after some time, change notes as well. And attending coaching classes, for me, it was really a good choice, which helped me immensely in securing a good rank. That's it. That's the strategy that I have followed.
Great, Sheetal. So I have another question for you, Sheetal. What were the major law subjects you focused upon while preparing for CLAT PG?
I mainly focused upon constitutional law and jurisprudence, because earlier they had subjective answer writing pattern. So for that, you really need to be thorough with constitution and the jurisprudence. So these are the two major subjects that I have, for which I standard textbooks, V.M. Shukla, and for jurisprudence, I read Karan Jape and and for all of the subjects, IPC, family law, and rest of the subjects which are being taught um, in our college time. So for that, I refer AKJM to brush up my basics.
Okay. So, what was your priority while deciding that which subject has to be given a better weightage while preparation?
Ma'am, as I had joined a coaching institute for the same. They suggested me that the constitutional law and jurisprudence, criminal law, contracts and torts. These are the major subjects that you have to focus upon. So I read various books for constitutional law. I had P.M. Bakshi, and for uh, other subjects I have A.K. Jain. For jurisprudence I have Dhani. So for criminal law, I used to directly read from the criminal manual. Other than that, actually, I also study the subject that I am interested in. Like, for example, I'm interested in corporate laws and company law and arbitration, insolvency and bankruptcy law, and competition law. Even though if they are not very important, I always study those subjects that I'm interested in, so that if a question comes from those subjects, I will be able to answer them accurately and correctly. But I kept a balance of all the subjects, and I studied all the subjects from various sources.
Great, Sahil. So that means a student has to study everything from everywhere to secure such a good rank. Great. So,
Definitely, ma'am.
Sheetal, how much time did you dedicate for preparing for the exam? Like how much time, like a month or so, something like that for preparations?
I started from last year, August actually, but seriously, I started studying from the month of May or June.
Okay. Sahil, what about you? How much time you have dedicated in preparing for the exam?
Ma'am, I started in the month of February, and I was planning to study for like 2-3 months at max. But as it got postponed again and again because of the COVID situation, I have been studying consistently from February till now, the September end.
Great. So I hope your information has been very fruitful for the students. Now, last but not the least, Sahil, what advices and tips you have for the upcoming law graduates or law aspirants who will be writing CLAT in the near future?
Uh, First of all, I will give you one advice that I received when I first decided to choose law as my career option. One of the mentors told me that law is a continuous learning process. You can never stop. If you want to fulfill and you want to succeed in the career, your career in law field, then you have to always keep studying various things. You have to always keep up to date with the recent changes. So you can never stop. Even though we are done with our exam, we can take rest for 1 or 2 days. Then again, we have to keep ourselves up to date with various legal changes. Because if you are a lawyer, or if you are looking forward to make a career in law, you have to always keep learning new things. It is a continuous process. So I will say to uh, the next generation that please keep on studying different things. May keep on referring to live law articles. Keep on checking the websites of the MCA, like corporate law and everything. Keep yourself up to date with the changing statistics or changing stances of scenarios of the law. That is my advice to you.
Okay, Sheetal, what are your tips and advices for the upcoming law aspirants writing CLAT 2021 PG examination?
CLAT is really unpredictable, as I earlier said, because they release a sample paper based upon certain questions and suddenly they change it to some different questions. Like they asked jurisprudence static part, but not the another paragraph of jurisprudence. So suddenly they, changed it drastically. So I would suggest everyone to, not to stick to the one just sample paper or the paper that we have appeared for. So you should keep your, options open for studying all the other subjects which are being taught to us, or which are like, as Sahil said, IBC is very important, arbitration. These all subjects are really important. So just don't stick to just one subject, because this time they ask labor laws, then contract labor act. So I understand these questions were based upon current affairs, but there were questions asked from the act directly itself. So one should have a basic understanding of all the subjects and all the acts which are currently in use. So that's it for myself.
Last question for you both. How Lex Templum helped you in preparing for the exam, and what was the contribution of Lex Templum for you, like in your preparation journey? Sahil, you can
Uh,
start.
Ma'am, I am very thankful to Lex Templum that they have guided me throughout, and most importantly to Akhilesh sir and Mohit sir, who are really good mentor for both of us and both all of us basically. So Lex Templar and the mock test that Lex Templar used to release were really helpful. I revised them even in the last moment. They were so helpful. So I am very thankful to the Lex Templum, and I wish Lex Templum all the success. That's it.
Thank you so much, Sahil. So, Sheetal, how did Lex Temple help you in your preparation journey?
I'm really thankful to Lex Templum and especially to Mohit sir and Akhilesh sir. They really helped us. Mohit sir used to, give us lecture on motivation that actually helped me a lot. Then Akhilesh sir, he used to solve all my queries, even though they were very, very stupid might be. But he really helped me keep me on track, and he actually told me the things that I should be doing. And then mocks, the Lex Templar mocks are the excellent, I would say, because I did join other classes, but the mocks that I love the most are of Lex Templums because they were really near to the CLAT examination. And that's it. I wish all the good luck to the Lex Templum team.
Thank you so much, Sahil and Sheetal. I thank you from the bottom from on behalf of the entire team of Lex Templum for sparing your valuable time and giving your inputs and sharing your knowledge with the other students. This will be very helpful for everybody who will be writing this examination in the near future. I again congratulate you on securing such good rank in CLAT PG 2020, and I hope that Lex Templum has been a great part of, has contributed in some way in your journey of starting off your preparation and then securing these ranks in CLAT 2020. Once
Thank you
again
so much,
for
ma'am.
sharing the information.
Thank you.